Okay, now we're gonna demonstrate how to open inexpensive mechanical safe. Actually, digital or mechanical in this practice would be the same. This is a TSS safe. Can be found normally at any Staples, Home Depot, Rite Aid, and places who sell cheap safes such as these, or Sentry or Brinks. They're all so easy to open, you're gonna be amazed. Usually, a customer will pay about $200 to $300 to open, while the safe costs about $150 retail price. And it is what it is. You're gonna flip it over. Not like the Gardel safe. It has only 2 bolts normally, and very thin bolts that are easy to open. You could use a crowbar or a flat screwdriver, and you're actually trying to pry it open using a hammer. We're actually prying it open. Now we're gonna go to the bottom side of the safe. We'll do the same thing. Trying to pry it. If the camera could come, the bolts are right here. There's 1 bolt here, 1 bolt there. We're trying to pry it a little more till we get it fully pried and we get the door open. Some safes will be easier to actually take a grinder and just cut an opening here, straight to here and back to here, and actually we're taking this post out, so the bolts actually stayed on the lock position. They will be right now, right there, but there's nothing that gonna keep them locked. See, this is another way to open. At this point, you better flip it over so the hinges are down and the bolts are up to be a natural right position for it to get open slightly and easily. Just gonna knock the bolt slightly more. Okay, 1 bolt is almost completely open. The second bolt is halfway open. Just gonna bang on it a little. Okay, we got it open using basically a hammer and a pair of flat screwdrivers. These are the bolts. If you remember the previous lesson with the Gardel safe, if you remember the 3 huge bolts, you can compare it to this cheap safe. There's no comparisons. While the bolts were actually locking the door, if we would just take the grinder and cut, just slice it from here down to here and back here, and just cut this piece off, we wouldn't really damage the bolts, but there was nothing to hold it. We just slide and that's it. It's even easier than a crowbar. You just need a grinder. And this is how you open an inexpensive safe.